Welcome to the InfoComm 2021 Morning Show, hosted by Mary Cecil.
On the InfoComm 2021 Morning Show, brought to you by AVIXA. We're here today, tomorrow, and Friday at 8:30 with interviews, highlights, previews. Whether you're virtual or in person, thank you so much for joining us today. Before we begin, I just want to shoot it over to a special message from some of our team members at AVIXA. Let's take a look.
Hello and welcome to the InfoComm Morning Show. We are coming to you live from the Orange County Convention Center, and we're excited to kick it off.
I know.
It's InfoComm.
We're here. We're here, live and in person.
Absolutely. So you're going to be able to join, us this morning and every other morning at 8:30 a.m. with some of our favorite speakers, AV Tweeps. Who else?
Oh, we've got staff here. We've got people from all over the industry, manufacturers. I mean, it's like a giant family.
It is. So we're excited to welcome things. We'll set some things off today and just bring you some tips and some tricks for this season, this week. And really just, honestly, for me, at least, I know I have been experiencing all the FOMO, right? Like I've been having the FOME.
It's the FOME.
It's the FOME.
Fear of missing InfoComm.
And we do not want you to miss any part of it, whether virtually or in person. We want you to be able to experience everything here. So, couple of tips. So I know for me, I'm going to be following the hashtag InfoComm21, and that is where you can just check out what people are connecting on, maybe where they are, their whereabouts. They'll be taking some AV selfies. Make sure that you actually follow the InfoComm handle on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and then also physically, we want to make sure that you check out some of those networking events, several of which are council-led, which is really fantastic. And how about some digital stuff? I think you can talk a little bit about some of the digital stuff and stay engaged that way.
For sure. We know that whether you're here or not, make sure you check out the My Show Planner. You can favorite all your favorite sessions. You can keep an eye on all the sessions from the tech innovation stage, from the education rooms. Make sure you download that InfoComm app. You can network with your peers. You can make sure that you keep those connections nice and fresh. If you do have the virtual pass, make sure that you're tuning in for all the live streams. So we're streaming every session from the tech innovation stage, which is amazing. We're also streaming the live women's breakfast keynote speaker tomorrow morning
with Sarah
on Thursday. Correct.
She came back, which is awesome.
Super dynamic. I'm so excited to see her. If you're here in person, don't forget, you've got to download that Clear app. It's going to really streamline your registration process and getting through everything. I'm super excited because if you're here, then you get to check out the AVIXA booth.
It's so cool. It is so cool this year. So this year, we actually have an AVIXA booth. We have an actual booth within the booth where you can sit down and actually... Booth inception. Where you can sit down and you can talk about your experiences. We're calling all of our AV Tweeps to come by, share their voices, whether you're a CTS holder, whether you're supporting some of our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives and championing diversity, whether you're an awards winner or you're just an AV community member, we want you to come and share your voice. We're going to be shooting some of that information and some of those pieces of content out on social media, so please stop by the booth. And how about that highlight reel, though?
Oh my gosh. So if you can't make it all day, and obviously the trade show is huge, so sometimes you miss stuff. What we're going to be doing is we're going to make sure that we gather all of those top really hot bits, and we're going to put them together, check them out, end of day, every day. We're also going to be featuring that highlight reel in our morning shows the next morning. So make sure you're tuning in for all of that.
And after the event, make sure that you come back.
That's right. So on November 9th and 10th, we're having even more demos. We've got exhibitors. We're also featuring sessions from some of our really popular tracks, including our conference and collaboration sessions and our design sessions. And of course, you can replay all of this content on the My Show Planner through the end of November.
Well, I think, do you want to go check it out? Let's get in there.
Let's go. All right, let's send it back to the studio.
much, Sam and Hanane. That was amazing. I am here in the studio with three individuals from the University of Southern California, Joe Wei, Lex Peters, and Chi-Hang Lo. Why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and let us know what you're most excited about here at InfoComm 2021.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having us. I am really excited. I want to jump to what I'm excited about, but I'm Joe Wei, so I'm the Director of Learning Environments at USC, so oversee all the design, installation, and support teams for about 500 general use spaces across the campus. And what I'm excited about is the fact that we are here and we're back. I mean, we're in person, it's happening, because InfoComm is where business happens for the AV industry, and that's what's most exciting, and the fact that we can be here, be together, and just come together in a way that we haven't been able to do. It makes you appreciate why this show even exists.
It's been a long time. How about you, Lex?
Hi, I'm Lex. I'm on the LE Team Learning Environments team. I'm our UX designer. This is actually my first InfoComm ever, so I'm looking forward to finding out what what happens. It's been great so far, and it looks really cool, so we'll see how it goes.
Hi, my name is Chi. I'm the AVIT Solution Architect. One thing is very excited for me is I can present the great project with my team, with Joe and Lex, and also with my team members. So we have a lot of hard work done last year. Hopefully we can share our experience to everyone.
That's true.
That's amazing. Thank you. So learning technology, especially with a university, so what are some of the advancements in learning technology recently? What have you guys been excited about, especially with this last year, 2020, probably bringing a lot of changes? We'll start with Joe again.
I would say you're looking at me.
Everyone looked at you, Joe.
I was looking at them because they're the ones that actually do the work. I just sit in a desk and, and they do the hard work. But I think the thing that's different is obviously we were thrown into this world, this global pandemic, and not knowing what to do. And it was really great to just see a community, especially in higher ed, come together and say, we're in this together. We saw 5 years of advancement happen in just days. Mm-hmm. And to just be able to take that and have all of our users understand like what it is we do every day, and that opportunity to bring them into it and bring them, into the world of really virtual and hybrid, and to understand technology in ways that they didn't. That was really what was exciting to me.
That's amazing. I actually, Lex, I wonder when I get to you, I know that you already work remotely. Were you working remotely before?
No.
Right.
Yeah, my favorite part about all this is, that's weird to say about a pandemic, but here we are. But I think the forced hybridness of everything is fantastic. I think it really forced everyone to just get on the ball and figure it out. And I think people have been saying that they will for a couple years now, but it finally is happening, which is super fantastic. Mm-hmm. And just the idea of virtual learning and virtual work is just becoming a lot more normal, which is fantastic because I think we need to adapt to that. And it's already so much better. You get to go to school from anywhere you want, from any school you want, and it's super fantastic. So, but it's definitely a learning curve. It took a lot over the last 2 years to get our spaces up to a place where we felt very proud of what our technology can do for our students, for the learning experience, and for adapting to hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the challenges when the professor come back to the classroom, they see everything new. So the experience is quite different than before. And also our technology is much more easier to connect their teaching materials. The professor can bring their iPad, laptop to go to the class, very convenient for them. And also, because we also have students, they join the class remotely, it's a great challenge to help the professor, how to help them to connect to the student.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. So have you decided that maybe as much of a flip upside down and a 180 that this pandemic was, do you think that it aided in the learning technology and advancements? It seems like things seem to work smoother and a little bit more accessible. And then I'll start on this side with Chi.
Oh, yeah. One thing is very excited during the pandemic because we have more time to figure out the technology. So we have, during the digital transformation, we have a lot of new services on the cloud so that we can add different modules to enhance our learning experience. So I wish during InfoComm this time, I can see more new technology will be cloud and integrated with the AV hardware.
That's Lex. Lex, you're up next.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, you know.
I know, it's rare.
Wait, you have nothing to say? No, you know, the thing is we all knew as an AV industry that there was a convergence of AV, UC, and IT that was right there in front of us. And it's sad to say that it took a global pandemic for us to actually, you know, incorporate that into the way we work. If you go here and you go, like, look at InfoComm just a couple of years ago, all those booths that were kind of the back 40, that back row where you hoped you got time to get to, are now front and center because they always had the technology to say, how are we going to connect people? How are we going to bring, you know, and I think really that's that whole UC area. And, you know, but we were always thinking, okay, we're too traditional. And that was the hardest part about AV, was breaking through that mold that we all knew was there. But it took that, and now, you know, schools, not just USC, I mean, I'm proud to say what this team has done to be able to pull that together, but we've seen it across an entire vertical and really across the entire AV industry to say, no, we need to be able to connect people. We need to be able to show and do what we've already known we can and bring that front and center. And that's where you sit there and go, look at the booths that are there. I may or may not have gotten a sneak peek the other day. And I walked through the floor and I'm going, oh, all these people who were just dying, they had this one thing that they wanted to show. And they get the chance to move up and say, this is how we can continue to move our business forward in all these areas that maybe we would have walked by before, but we can't do that now because the world changed. And it's so much opportunity in the AV industry now. And it's exciting to me. And I think that, you know, at USC and this team to just be able to take those and say, how can we do that? How can we provide our services to our students and our faculty and incorporate that together? It's just amazing to see. And it's probably one of the most exciting times in the AV industry that I know for my entire career. And you hate to say that about a global pandemic, right? But I think it did a lot for our industry.
That was very well put, Joe. That was really great. And Lex, to shoot one to you, I know that you have a little bit more of a focus in UI. So how has the changes in the pandemic affected you specifically and what you do for USC?
Yeah, so I specifically work with our engineer architects to make sure the user experience is really good and the interface is where we want it to be. I think the idea here is with everything that's new, with the new hybrid experience, especially in our classrooms, we wanted to make the new elements as easy to use as possible, as intuitive as possible. So we looked at some design elements that are pretty common that we all use, and we tried to incorporate that as much as possible on our touchpads and everything like that, so that people walk in and hopefully they know exactly how to use it based on, you know, the phones that they already have in their pockets and everything like that. And so that's been a really cool experience. A lot of trial and error, but I think that's the most important part. You should always be focused on, this sounds kind of negative, but you should always be focused on what's not working, and then you know what you need to fix and know what you need to make better, and it's just this continuous cycle. So yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a cool experience so far. So yeah.
That's amazing. So are you guys going to be following or posting to the hashtag InfoComm21 just so that maybe people could start following you? Or how can we have people follow you? Where can they find you?
Well, Joe will.
Oh, I'm all about the social media.
He's a little influencer.
He's already interviewed me today, folks.
You got to take every opportunity you can, of course. You can find us, obviously, the important, you know, not important. You need to follow them because, like I said, they're the ones who do the work. But yes, I'm on all the socials at Josiah Way. And more important, if you're in higher ed, follow HETMA at HETMA_org. We have a great event happening this year on Friday, if you're in person and virtually. It's just an opportunity for the community of higher ed tech managers to come together.
Any other?
I'm on Twitter at nice1lex.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter too, @C_Chiheng.
Excellent. Everybody, take a moment. Go ahead, follow them. Follow the hashtag InfoComm21. Follow HETMA_org.
That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, all three of you, for being here. Joe, Lex, Chi, I appreciate you so much. Next, we are going to go to a little bit of a highlight reel and to find out what people are feeling about InfoComm 2021 here, live, in person, on the trade show floor. Let's take a look. Hey there, I am on the streets here, ready to interview some people while we are getting set up. It is Tuesday, and they are setting up before the big show starts tomorrow on Wednesday. All these exhibitors are going to be set and ready for you to come see them. So let's go see who we can talk to and find out how they feel about being here today. How do you feel about being here in 2021 at InfoComm?
Super excited. It's great seeing everyone in person again.
Super excited.
Oh, I'm super excited. So glad to be back at InfoComm.
Excited.
I'm excited. Good to be out here. It's been quite some time since we've all gotten together.
InfoComm.
It feels really good to be back.
I know we're in the midst of COVID, and
We missed it last year, so it's cool to be back at the show.
First trade show after pandemics.
it's great to be out of the cage.
Okay. That looks real. Ooh. Jump. Wow, that was so cool.
You can see here, we're so excited.
I really love interviewing. Oh my gosh.
Couldn't wait to be back here after last year. Looking forward to a great show.
We're looking forward to tomorrow and the rest of the week and see what it brings.
As you can see, we are all quite excited to be here, and I'm even more excited because I'm here with Alesia Hendley. Thank you so much for joining me on the morning show. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're excited about here at InfoComm 2021.
That is a full statement. A little bit about myself. That's a lot.
I threw a lot at you. Go ahead, take it away.
So let's start. Let's start. First of all, a lot of people know me as the Smooth Factor. Coming to the show and just networking, that has always been the most exciting part of InfoComm, networking, meeting new people. I started in this industry as an end user, not knowing anybody, and coming to InfoComm really set an awesome foundation to build that networking up, meet manufacturers, meet other end users at the time, and meet other influencers in the business and how they are conducting business across the board and with integrators. So now, from that point, what was that, almost 4 years ago, my first InfoComm, I have done a lot and really worn a lot of hats, from the social media to the blogging to the publications. And also now, a few months ago, I joined the team at Audinate as a business development rep, so that's very exciting. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Dante and all of that technology that goes into it, so it's been a whirlwind of events, and I'm just happy to be back at InfoComm 21.
Well, welcome back. And it's amazing that you have, every time I've seen you, everyone knows you. Everyone walking by knows you. They're all like, how are you? Where's your crew? What's going on? So in 4 years, you've developed quite a presence here. Do you have any advice for anyone that is joining here, maybe for the first time or trying to get that same pull?
Yeah, absolutely. Personal branding is very important in this industry. Don't get me wrong, certifications, networking, all of that together really creates a solid foundation to build your career in this industry, whether that is you want to be in the field as a technical person, because the techs are here as well. You know, manufacturers are here, integrators are here, and this is really the place to meet everybody and just get active. So I was a little shy at first, but kind of when you break through that barrier, I suggest getting online with the AV Tweeps and starting there if you're kind of shy, and then meet here in real life, in person, and it brings it all full circle for everybody.
There's a whole AV Tweep segment here at InfoComm, correct?
Yes,
Will
yeah.
you be at that?
Oh, absolutely. The Tweet Up. I'll be at almost every after-hour event because that's where the real handshaking is going on. Don't get me wrong. Show floor is all about technology, meeting the manufacturers, but that after-hour kind of transition where you just get a drink, shake hands, and really start to build upon those relationships instead of waiting around in a booth to have those conversations. It's a really great environment to meet new people and really find out a bulk of their business and a little bit of personal information too, like do you have children, what brings you to the show. Finding that balance of personal and business definitely builds a solid foundation to genuine relationships.
Yeah, and I guess you can get a drink there as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. And definitely get a drink. If you're shy, start off with getting a drink. I mean, not right now, we're still early, so get your coffee. And later tonight, we'll get the drinks.
Coffee now, mingle, drinks later. Sounds good.
Yes, exactly.
So the show floor is a little smaller this year than most years due to some recent events that you may be aware of. So do you think that'll be an advantage or a disadvantage to attendees and exhibitors?
I think if you're here, it's an advantage, period. Whether you're an exhibitor, an attendee, whoever you are, if you're here, then it's an advantage because it's a smaller show, but that means it's easier to navigate. I mean, don't get me wrong, the show floor is still tricky, everybody. A show floor is a show floor. You need your show planner to map that out. That's always been a good tip for me. Have that show planner in your hand and kind of navigate your way around. But I think if you're here, you're automatically ahead of the game because as previously as Joe mentioned, this is where business happens, this is where networking happens, and you can get from behind that Zoom call and make those face-to-face impressions. So
exactly, and you can join virtually this year. They made that quite accessible. They want to make you feel comfortable and able to join whether you can't be here in person. So that leads me to my next question. How can people find you and follow you? Because I am sure that you'll probably be posting at least once or twice every hour.
Oh, yeah. So if you're on Twitter, which is where we're doing this right now, you should be watching. If you're not watching, you can watch it later, but you should be watching right now. So follow me on Twitter at The Smooth Factor, Instagram at The Smooth Factor, LinkedIn, Alesia Hendley. I can't put at The Smooth Factor on LinkedIn, but you'll see the branding there. And of course, my website, thesmoothfactor.com.
Thank you so much for being here. This has been so great. I just appreciate your time. I feel honored that I got to spend time with you because I know everyone's going to be, now they're going to be coming up to you even more. Before we wrap up, I did get a chance to look at the Tech Innovation Stage yesterday, and I wanted to let you take a look at what's coming up later today on the Tech Innovation Stage. Let's see. I am here on the Tech Innovation Stage. This is where you're going to find presentations all day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9:30 to 5, with all sorts of insights into technology advancements and applications right here on the trade show floor. If you're joining us virtually, you don't want to miss this either. You can join us and watch the virtual live stream on My Show Planner. And that's not all. If you have not downloaded the InfoComm 2021 app, go ahead and get it. This is amazing. I'm able to look at everything on the technology innovation stage, including other segments around the entire InfoComm trade show floor and all the other areas that there are to explore here. I'm already looking. We have Sean Wargo and Peter Hansen in opening today. They are from AVIXA. We have representatives from Phoenix Consulting, Leviathan, Peerless AV, all joining us for a panel. We have a new tech innovation, new tech lightning round. That's going to be really fun. It's about an hour. It's at 11:30. And then we also have Mark Quiros from Samsung on here. And then there's more. You do not want to miss this, virtually or in person. We'd love to see you here. That's what's happening today on the Tech Innovation Stage. Well, that's all we have for you today, this morning on the morning show at InfoComm, brought to you by AVIXA. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, presenters. Thank you for everyone joining virtually. Thank you for those who are live here. I can't wait to see you later. Don't forget, hashtag InfoComm21. Take selfies. Share what you're seeing. Share what you think. Share what you like. Let us know where we could find you. And until tomorrow, I'll see you on the trade room floor.